Okay, let's dive right into this. We have all been there, right? It's morning. You step into the bathroom, take a deep breath, and you step onto that little square of glass on the floor. The number blinks back at you, and boom, instantly your mood for the entire rest of the day is set. This is something millions of us experience literally every single day. We call it scale anxiety. So in this explainer, we're going to break down the actual science of what is happening when that number fluctuates, specifically looking at water versus fat, so you can finally take your mornings back.
Think about yesterday for a second. You absolutely crushed it. You ate well, you stuck right to your plan, you drank plenty of water, staying super hydrated, you even went to bed feeling genuinely good about the choices you made. But then, you stepped on the scale this morning and defying all logic, the number went up. It is incredibly frustrating, isn't it? To feel like you're doing everything perfectly, only to be seemingly punished by the very device you're using to track your progress.
And almost immediately, the doubt just creeps right in. You're thinking, wait, did I do something wrong? It triggers this intense, universal feeling of failure, just a sudden pit in your stomach that makes you question all of your hard work and discipline. But I'm here to tell you absolutely for sure, you didn't. You did absolutely nothing wrong. Your body is just doing exactly what human bodies are designed to do.
So, Section 1. What the scale actually measures.
You see, a scale is kind of a blunt instrument. When you step on it, it doesn't magically isolate just your body fat. It measures absolutely everything. It weighs your fat, sure, but it also weighs your muscle, it weighs your bones, it literally weighs the physical mass of the food still digesting in your stomach from yesterday's dinner. And most importantly for our discussion today, it weighs water.
And this brilliantly illustrates why that last point is an absolute game changer. Look, the vast majority of your body composition, over 60% of it actually, is entirely fluid. Only the remaining 40% makes up everything else, meaning your fat, your muscle, and your bone. Because water makes up such a massive, overwhelming percentage of your total mass, any slight shift in how much fluid your body decides to hold on to is going to drastically change the number staring back at you.
Which brings us to Section 2, the reality of overnight weight gain.
The things that trigger these sudden, annoying overnight jumps, they are incredibly ordinary. Did you have a slightly salty meal for dinner? Well, your body's going to retain water to balance out that sodium. Did you have a terrible night's sleep? That stresses the body out and can cause immediate fluid retention. What about a really hard workout? Muscle inflammation literally requires water to heal. Or, perhaps it's just that time of the month. Any single one of these completely normal biological events can easily trigger your body to hold on to 1, 2, or sometimes even 3 kilograms overnight.
So, let's talk about the actual math behind real fat gain. Think about this number for a second. 7,000. I really want you to let that sink in. 7,000 is the approximate amount of extra calories you would need to consume to gain just 1 single kilogram of actual body fat.
You would have to eat 7,000 extra calories in one single day. Honestly, that is almost physically impossible for a person to do by accident. So, if the scale jumps 2 kilograms overnight, you didn't magically eat 14,000 extra calories while you were sleeping. It is mathematically and physically impossible for that overnight spike to be fat. It is water. Plain and simple.
Let's move to Section 3 and see how this builds into your new morning checklist.
Tomorrow morning, when the scale inevitably bumps up a little bit, because it will, that's just human biology, I want you to run through this super actionable 3-step self-reflection. Just ask yourself, number 1, did I sleep badly? Number 2, did I eat something a bit salty yesterday? And number 3, did I start a new workout or push myself way harder than usual? If the answer to any of those is yes, you immediately know the culprit.
When you answer yes to those checklist questions, you can just take a breath and remind yourself of this absolute truth. That number isn't failure. It's literally just water. It is simply biological noise. It's just your body healing, digesting, and balancing itself out. It is absolutely not a reflection of your effort, your discipline, or your long-term progress.
Which leads perfectly into Section 4, focus on weekly averages.
It's all about separating the noise from the signal, you guys. Those single morning spikes, they're pure noise. They're the chaotic, meaningless daily fluctuations of water retention and digestion that we just broke down. The weekly average progress, however, is this signal. When you average out your weight over 7 days, you mathematically smooth out all those salty meals and bad nights of sleep, revealing the true, accurate direction your body mass is actually trending.
Now, I know doing that math every single morning can be a total pain, which is exactly where the right tools come in. TruvoFit is an app designed specifically around this science. It completely ignores the daily noise and automatically tracks your weekly average for you, doing all the heavy lifting so you don't have to.
You just plug in your number, ignore the random daily spike, and watch the true trend line over time. You can actually grab it for free using the link down in the source material.
So, I'm going to leave you with this final thought to chew on the next time you step into the bathroom. Are you really going to let a salty meal dictate your success? Are you going to let temporary water retention convince you that you're failing? Ditch the daily anxiety. Trust the biology of your own body. Rely on the science of the weekly average and just keep pushing forward. Thanks for joining me on this explainer, and I'll catch you on the next one.